Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I decided to do some nail art inspired by one of my favorite movies, Beetlejuice. I was also requested on my last video to do some Beetlejuice inspired nails, so if you'd like to see how I did this nail art, just keep on watching. Once again, I'm going to be showing you the demonstration on these false nails that I glued onto toothpicks. So I'm going to go ahead and jump on starting on the first nail design. This design was inspired by the scene where Lydia was taking pictures of Adam and Barbara when they were wearing the bed sheets. I'm starting off using black acrylic paint. I'm just going to paint on 2 squares to represent the Polaroid. I'm now going to go ahead and clean up the line work with some white acrylic paint. And be sure to let every layer of acrylic paint dry before moving on to the next step, which is I'm just going to paint on another square outline. Then went in and painted on 2 little ghosts to represent Adam and Barbara. Since there's so much white, I decided to go around the outside of the Polaroid and just painted in a purple color. The purple dries, I'm now going to go in with white acrylic paint and paint on no feet. And here's the completed nail design. The next nail design, I'm going to be painting on the Handbook for the recently deceased. I'm going to go ahead and paint on a white block just for the pictures later on, and I'm going to do this off camera, but I'm going to paint on Handbook for the recently deceased as best as I can. And now that this white part right here has completely dried, I'm now just going to go in with different colors of blue, pink, and purple, and do my very best to paint on the picture that is on the Handbook. And making sure that each layer of acrylic paint completely dries before I start painting on the sun, the clouds, and the 2 people. Me painting on the 2 people, it didn't film, sorry about that, but right here in the corner, I'm just going to go in with yellow and paint on the sun, followed by some pink and purple for the clouds. And here's the completed nail design. For the next nail design, I'm going to be painting on the Sandworm, and I'm going to use acrylic paint through this whole process. It just makes the designs easier. Starting out, I'm just going to paint on the first part of the Sandworm. Going to go ahead and add the stripes in. After that, I'm going to go in and paint on the little head on inside. Once that outline got out of the way, I went in and started painting on teeth, as well as using any white acrylic paint, as well as other different colors of acrylic paint, just to finish off the Sandworm. Okay, so I know it looks a little derpy, but here is the completed nail design. Later on, I decided to go ahead and paint on the rest of the Sandworm's body. So using a different acrylic nail, this time with a purple background, I'm just going to paint on a swirl. Once again, using acrylic paint, this is going to be the Sandworm's body. I got the Sandworm's body, I'm now going to go in with white and black acrylic paint and start adding stripes. So far so good. Now I'm just going to go in with green acrylic paint and outline the Sandworm's body. This is completely optional, it's just green and purple makes such a good combo for Halloween colors. This next part is also completely optional, however I felt there was just too much purple on this nail, so I decided to go in with a different shade of green and just paint on a spider web at the corner of the nail. And here's the completed nail design. The next nail design that's going to be on my pinky nail, it's fairly simple. Just going to take some black acrylic paint and I'm just going to paint on a swirly. Whoopsie daisies that you do. You can just go back in and fix with white acrylic paint. But here's the finished nail design. So now jumping on to another nail design. This next design is also fairly simple. I'm just painting on some stripes to represent Beetlejuice's outfit. You can use nail vinyls or striping tape if you have difficulty doing this. Anyways, I still felt it was a little too plain for my liking, so I decided to go in with some green acrylic paint and just paint on some slime at the top part of the nail. And boom, here's the completed nail design. For the next design I'm going to do, which is also going to be on my pinky nail, I started out with a red background, and this nail is dedicated to the cartoon version of Lydia Deetz. Basically just going to go in with some black acrylic paint, and I'm just going to paint on the spider web that is on her, I guess you could say like her poncho. Painting on a spider web is fairly easy. As you can see, I'm just taking my dotting tool and just drawing on 3 little lines. Afterwards, I'm just going to go in and add a little bit of curves in between, connecting them, just to kind of give off the illusion of a spider web, if that made any sense. The next nail design is actually very difficult to film and to paint on, so I'm going to do my best to explain, but this is going to be the Tombstone that says "Here Slides Beetlejuice." Starting off with some light gray acrylic paint, I'm just going to sketch out the tombstone as well as the gargoyles. Now I'm going to do this off camera, but I'm just going to go in with some black acrylic paint and outline everything. And as you can see, I did my very best with the safety pin to kind of give the illusion that they are pointing downwards. But now I'm just going to do this off camera once again. I'm going to go in with some red acrylic paint and do my best to paint on Here Lies Beetlejuice as well as an arrow pointing down. And as for the background, I don't know why I didn't film, but I just painted it a navy blue. So now finally moving on to the last two nail designs that are going to be on my thumbs. For one design, I'm just going to sketch on Beetlejuice as he appears in the cartoon version. Starting off, I'm just going to take black acrylic paint and I'm just going to go in and outline everything such as his face, his outfit, and his hair. The outline is done. I'm just going to go in with lavender for his face, pink for his outfit, and blonde for his hair. And once again, I went ahead and added his face details off camera, but now I'm just going to go add in yellow for his eyes and different shades of green for his teeth. Because I had extra green acrylic paint, I'm just going to fill that in for the background. And now for the final nail design of this whole manicure, I'm just going to paint on the title card, in which I'm going to paint the whole background black and white letters for Beetlejuice. But yeah guys, so here is the finished Beetlejuice inspired nail art, all hand painted on false nails. Really hard to do. Not many people would probably recreate this, but when it comes to my nail art, I like a little bit of a challenge, and I have to say, these were a lot of fun to paint on. Regardless guys, I really hope you enjoyed the, I guess you can call this a nail tutorial. I hope you enjoyed the nail art, and yeah, let me know down in the comments what other nail art you would like for me to do on my channel, and yeah, as always, thanks for watching!